So, you probably heard about prediction markets by now. Maybe from Twitter, maybe from seeing someone screenshot a Polymarket trade during an election. And you thought, alright, this is interesting, but how do I actually get in? Well, lucky for you, this video is exactly about that. Before we dive in, a quick recap on where we already have been. In the latest video, Module 1.2, How Prediction Markets Worked, we broke down how a contract price is actually probability and how price move when the new information hits. If you missed that one, go watch it first. It's shown on the screen right now. Also, this video is a part of a full free course on prediction markets, available at predictionist.com/school. Written guides, walkthroughs, strategy modules, all of it completely for free. So, coming back, today our module is 1.3, your first trade. We're taking everything from the last video and turning it into an actual open position on a real prediction market. Let's go. Before you can trade anything, you need to pick a platform. And here's the thing, prediction markets split in two worlds. World A is Fiat platforms. These are platforms where you fund your account with regular dollars, a bank transfer, a debit card, and you're done. The main ones here are Kalshi, Robinhood, and FanDuel Predicts. These are built for US residents. They feel like a normal brokerage or sports app, and you don't need to know anything about crypto to use them. The world B is crypto platforms, and the big player here is Polymarket, the largest prediction market in the world by trading volume. It runs on stablecoins, basically digital dollars, and is available globally. But it does require a basic understanding of crypto wallets and USDC. So here's a simple answer on which one to pick. If you're in the US and you never touch crypto, start with Kalshi. It's regulated, you can fund it with a bank account for as little as $1, and experience is clean, intuitive. If you're outside the US or you're already comfortable with crypto, start with Polymarket. Today, we're walking through Polymarket because it's where the majority of the global volume lives, and honestly, it's where most of you watching this are going to end up trading. Setting a Polymarket account takes about 5 minutes, depending on how you fund it. Here's exactly what you'll do. So go to polymarket.com and click sign up. Here's where Polymarket is different from a traditional platform. Instead of a username and password, you connect or create a crypto wallet. Don't let that word scare you. If you sign up with your email address, Polymarket creates a wallet for you automatically in the background. So the easiest is to buy USDC directly inside Polymarket using a credit card, debit card, or Apple Pay. You put in your card details, choose how much you want to deposit, and USDC lands in your account in a couple of minutes. There's a small card processing fee, but for a first deposit, it's the smoothest experience. Fund it with as little as $20 to $15, and that's going to be your learning bankroll. And that's it, you're in the system. Once you're in, you'll see the market browser. Basically a feed of every event you can trade on. Politics, economics, crypto prices, Federal Reserve decisions, it's all there. Polymarket has one of the widest selection of any platform in the world. For your very first trade, here's how to pick a good one. You want 3 things. 1, you actually understand the event. Don't trade a market about semiconductor export tariffs if you don't follow trade policies. Start with something you already have context on. An election, a Fed rate decision, a crypto price target you've been watching. 2, the resolution date is soon. Pick something resolving in the next 1 to 4 weeks. You want to see the full cycle. Trade, monitor, resolution, payout quickly. Long-dated markets are fine later. For now, keep it tight. 3, there's decent liquidity. Look at the bid and ask spread. If you remember from the last video, the spread is the gap between what buyers are willing to pay and what sellers are asking for. If that gap is more than 5 cents on a dollar contract, the market is thin and it'll cost you more to enter and exit. Stick to popular markets. Fed decisions, major crypto milestones, big political outcomes, those have the tightest spreads. This is the part most beginners skip and it's the most important step. Before you place any trade, you need to answer 3 questions. Question 1, what is the market saying? In the last video, we covered this in depth. The price of a contract is the probability, so if a yes contract is priced at 62 cents, the market is saying it's a 62% chance this event gonna happen. That relationship between price and probability is the entire foundation on how this market works. If that's still fuzzy, seriously, go watch that previous video. Question 2. What do you think the probability is? Do your homework. Check the news, look at the historical data, and be honest with yourself. Are you forming a view based on evidence or based on what you want to happen? Because those are very different things, and one of them will cost you money. Question 3. Is the gap big enough to be worth trading? If the market says 62% and you think it's 65, that's too close. After fees, there's no real edge there. If the market says 62 and you think 40, that's a significant disagreement. That's a trade worth making. For beginners, a good rule of thumb, look at least a 10 percentage point gap between what the market is pricing and what you actually believe. If you can find that gap, don't trade, wait for a better opportunity. Okay, so you picked your market, you form your view, now let's place a real trade. On Polymarket, click into your market and you'll see the trading panel on the right side. Choose buy or sell, then choose yes or no depending on your position. Enter the amount of USDC you want to put in. Not the number of the contracts, just the dollar amount. Polymarket calculates the rest for you. Now, toggle to a limit order. By default, Polymarket shows you a market order. Fills instantly at the current price, but you pay the full spread. Switch to limit and you can set the exact price you're willing to pay. And here's the trick. Look at the current bid and ask. Place your limit 1 or 2 cents inside the spread. So for instance, if the ask is 59 cents and the bid is 55 cents, set your limit to a 57. Keep your first position small, $5 to $20 total. Review the panel. Polymarket shows your exacted payout, your number of shares, and your effective price per share. Make sure those numbers make sense to you before you confirm. Then hit buy. Your order is placed. Let me walk you through a real example, and I mean a real one. It's an actual market that is currently live on Polymarket as we're filming this. The market is called May unemployment rate. It resolves on June 5th, 2026. Now, instead of a simple yes or no, the market has multiple outcome buckets. Each one is a different unemployment rate range, and you're betting on which one actually comes in. Right now, the market is pricing 4.3% as the most likely outcome at 37%, then 4.4 at 26, 4.2 at 23, and 4.5 at a percent. So the Krauss center of the gravity is right around 4.3 and 4.4. That's what everyone trading here collectively believes is most likely. Now, let's say you have done your research. You looked at the recent jobless claims data and you have read the economist's forecast, and you think 4.2 is a bit more likely than what the market is pricing. Currently, the market has it at 23%, and if you think it's going to be something around 30 to 35, that's a 10-point gap, and that's worth a trade. So we have $15, but let's say we want to put a trade of 5. So you put the amount for yes on 4.2, and that basically means that you're buying that outcome at 25 cents per share. All of our shares will come up to $1, and you will get back 19.25 on that $5 position, a profit of around $14. If it comes to any other number, you're gonna lose that 5. So looking at that one more time and asking yourself, is 4.2 realistic? If the last few readings have been hovering in that range, the trend is there, and you think the market is underpricing it, you press buy yes and you confirm the trade. Now, you wait till June 5th, and that's it. That's an actual prediction market trade, an actual view, and an actual position. But before I let you go, a few mistakes I see beginners make constantly. Going all in one trade. These are binary markets and you can lose 100%. So never risk more than 5 to 10% of your account on a single position. Even in our case, we have used 5 out of 15, which is a 30%. This is incorrect. Always size your position to exactly 5 to 10% of the whole portfolio. Second, chasing cheap contract. Contract price at 5 cents, it isn't a bargain. It's priced low because it almost never happens, thinking probabilities and not the price tags. We cover exactly why in the last video. Ignoring fees. Small fees add up across many trades. Always calculate your expected value after fees before you pull the trigger. Trading with your heart. If you're betting on your favorite political candidate because you want them to win, that's not trading, that's a donation. Only trade when your analysis say the market is wrong. Not reading the resolution rules. Polymarket uses something called the Yuma Oracle to resolve markets. An outcome gets proposed, and there's a short window where it can be disputed, and it's a solid system, but the specific wording of what counts a yes still matters. Read the resolution criteria before you trade. So next up, we're covering Module 1.4, Understanding Risk. Most retail traders on prediction markets lose money, and in that video, we get brutally honest about why, the psychology, the real statistics, the real costs. I think it's one of the most important videos in the entire series, so don't skip it. And if this one was useful, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.